You're a landscaper, you're looking to grow and scale your business, and you're looking at your marketing options. So typically what happens as a landscaper or lawn mowing service, whatever it is, you typically start out one person, one truck, you slowly grow, you fill up your own schedule, you make some money, and then you're looking to scale. So if you're in the position now where you're looking to scale, referrals aren't going to cut it anymore. Handing out business cards and hang tags are great, and you should always do those types of things, but they aren't going to scale your business. Now you need to step into ads, and that is, a little bit frightening. There's really 3 or 4 things you should do there. Well, let's stick with ads. There's really 3 types of ads that I recommend. Those are local service ads. I'm going to walk you through local service ads in this video and show you what you need to do to qualify for them and how you find out and how you get some estimates of costs. And you should also look at Google Ads. That's an excellent way to grow your landscaping, your lawn care business. And finally, Facebook ads offer some great lower cost of entry, essentially. If you run your ads the correct way, the right way, you can really get some high quality leads that way. So I'm going to walk through local service ads because this is one that's kind of a mystery to most people. Local service ads appear at the top of the screen anytime there is a search for ads. They'll appear above Google Ads. So if there are local people signed up for local service ads in a niche that Google works in and in a location that Google works in, because LSAs or local service ads are not offered everywhere. That's a thing to keep in mind. I'm going to show you how you can find out if they're offered where you are. So let's take a look. Let's make me small and let's dive right in here. Okay, there's me. So what I did was look for landscapers near me, and I'm going to show you the first requirement you have to qualify for local service ads. You've got to have a business profile. This means that you have been verified to a degree by Google. So you've got to have a Google business profile. You're going to want to have decent reviews. These are great right here. 245 reviews, 4.8. You don't need 245 reviews to make local service ads work for you though. So Gator Paver, they do fine. They've got 4.7 stars and they've got 22 reviews. That's fine. So how do we find out whether local service ads are available for us in our niche and in our location? What you want to do is go to Google, of course, and search local service ads. Probably your first link here is going to be a link on Google about local service ads. And then it'll take you to the page to sign up and sign in and things like that. What you want to do is scroll down below most everything on the page and get to the stay in control of your spending section. Here you're going to drop in your zip code. I'm going to drop in mine. You're going to ask how many leads tell it how many leads you'd like to see a month. Now keep in mind, this is only for your estimates and for your costs. There's nothing saying that you will get as many leads. You could put 1 million leads in here. There's nothing saying you're going to get 1 million leads. But let's say you put a reasonable number, 10 or 15 leads a month, and then you go find your industry. This list of industries are the industries that local service ads do work for. If you're not on this list, then you probably don't have the option to run local service ads. They are continually expanding this list though. So it started out very small, it's getting bigger. So now we've got our zip code, we've got how many leads we want per month, and we have our industry. Now we're going to hit the estimate budget button, and it's going to tell us approximately, the fact that it came back with a result tells you that you can run local service ads in this area, and to get 15 leads a month, it's going to cost you roughly $540 to $810 a month. So now you know that you can run them. You know about what it's going to cost to get 15 leads. Those are good lead costs for landscaping. We found that the LSAs tend to be high quality leads, especially if you're in a niche that makes a lot of sense for LSAs. There are some people who are like sort of in weird little niches inside their business and they just do sprinkler head repair. It's going to be hard because there's no sprinkler head repair niche, only landscaping and lawn care. So if you get into something that's super niche, but if you're just doing standard landscape design, it should work perfectly. I'm going to walk you through real quick what our local service ads management and setup does. So the first thing you have to know with local service ads is you're going to have to be verified. You're going to have insurance. You're going to have whatever licenses Google requires, and you have to submit these in your verification application to run local service ads. So not everyone can run local service ads. It's not like Google where it's pretty straightforward. You just sign up for Google Ads and you run Google Ads. Google is pretty much, they call it Google Guaranteed. They're guaranteeing that you're going to do a good job on these, and there's they make basically a deal with the client that they're guaranteeing that you're going to do good work. So what we'll do is, through an intake form, we'll collect all the information that you need to submit to local service ads at Google to get approved. We'll walk you through the approval process. Once we get approved, we'll set up your account. We'll select all the right options. We'll do all the linkage that needs to be done. And then on a week-to-week basis, we're going to review all the calls. We're going to make sure you're responding quickly. We're going to score the calls, and that's how you get refunds inside of local service ads. It used to be you could just say, this is a bad lead, I don't want this lead. Now it's not that simple. You score every call, you take a little survey for every call, every lead, and then based on that results of that survey, Google decides if they want to refund you for that, because they did charge you. It's pay per lead, not pay per click. They're charging you for that lead. So you can get refunded that way. These are the types of things that our clients don't typically have time to do. They're not going to go in here and review all the leads. They're not going to score them all. And oftentimes that pays for our service, in and of itself. So anyway, if you're a landscaper, you've got a Google business profile, you have the potential to qualify, reach out to me at inboundrevenue.com or find Mark Kelly on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Reach out to me. Let's have a discussion. And if you don't have a Google business profile and you are a landscaper, you definitely need to start. Matter of fact, we can help you with that as well. That wasn't part of the program, but we can help you with that, because honestly, if you don't have a Google business profile, you're not going to show up in maps and you're going to look less viable as a company. Same with a website. You need to have a website. So there's very cheap website companies out there. We have a $97 a month service. Get yourself a website, get yourself a Google business profile, look like a real business, and that's going to be the key to starting to scale your landscaping business. I'm Mark Kelly with Inbound Revenue. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave any questions you have below. Reach out anytime. I love to talk to the people that watch the videos. I love to talk to business people. Reach out anytime. And remember, most important thing, always be marketing. Talk to you again soon.